on my headphones here. Oh, I'm gonna turn that down a bit too. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. Hello. I'm not streaming from my desktop today, just to be completely clear. So first off, stream's gonna look a little different. I've set up. I took an old capture card that I had, and set that up to my laptop. So my laptop's doing the streaming. So if there's any crashes or anything today, at least it's not gonna take down the whole stream this time. So, or at least it shouldn't, unless it's on my laptop. I don't think it will, so hopefully it'll all go all right. The only downside to this, it has kind of lowered the just the general resolution of my monitor. So I don't know if that's necessarily going to be a bad thing. I don't know if it's going to if like the stream's going to look any better or worse than it usually does. If anything, it might end up looking a little worse. So hopefully it doesn't end up terrible or anything like that. And hopefully, because my laptop is not plugged into an Ethernet cord like my desktop is. So hopefully the stream's not very laggy or anything like that either. I left my water. Hold on, I will be right back. One of the only reasons I put that little starting soon screen at the beginning is so I can double check, make sure I have things like water, that I don't need to use a restroom, anything like that. And of course, that's the one thing I forget. Oh, this looks weird. Okay. Cool. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna transition over here. This looks a little weird. All the buttons and everything seem a little shrunken or something. I think I can still work like this. It's just going to look a little weird, I think. This wasn't what I was expecting. I don't know if this is like an editor setting thing. Hold on. Where is window? Hold on. Just real quick. We're going to have just a quick look here. Yeah, I'm still having this weird bugginess where I have to hit the F5 key every once in a while. That's all right. Today we're not going to be focused too much on the blueprint side of things. So, or I guess I shouldn't say that. We are going to be focused on blueprint, but we're not going to be focused entirely on coding today. So today I want to do a little bit of fixing up. There we go. That's a little better. There we go. Let's see here. Where would that be? Would that be under appearance? Level editor. I don't know that I see anything. You know what? We'll work with it. Hopefully it's not terrible or anything. But yeah. So today I want to do a few things. So I was playing around with lighting. To make a long story short, lighting still really sucks on the Quest 2. I've tried switching this to static. I've tried playing around with just a whole bunch of different things to try and make this work. Oops. And it's just not working well when I'm using the built-in lighting system at all. So one of the things I'm going to try doing, and one of the things that I had already started doing, is I put together this real quick function yesterday that all it does is I assign like 10 different light points, and those all get dropped in. Oh, I know what this bugginess is. Oh, it'll be fine. Anyways, so one of the things I wanted to try and do is see if I could use this to just generally light everything up. So let me see here. I think if I remove this in every single one, I'm gonna leave it connected. I'm gonna just disconnect it in the last one just so I have a reference to this in case I need to revert it back. And then we will just disconnect that. Actually, it occurred to me I might need to just remove this multiplier over here. Let's see here. Oh, yep, that's what I was expecting. That's what I was expecting that multiply to do. I just noticed that. All right, hold on. So there's that one. Oh, all these multiplies could go as well. I thought it was a multiply, but I needed an add and not a multiply. So that goes there, that goes there. This can go there. I think it's that one. Yeah, and then there's that one, and then this one. And that one should go in there. Okay, I think that should work a little better. Hopefully. Okay, that's a little bit better. The lighting, I think, is still doing a little weird, but you can kind of see, generally speaking, where all this is coming from. You know what? This might actually be from over... No. You can generally see how this is working. I think I'm going to have to work on this a little bit more, maybe do a little bit more research into this, because this just makes it look like way too bright for some reason. It just doesn't look right. I think I'm going to have to do a little bit more research into that. So we'll just go and leave that. All right, cool. So now we're back to the original. All right, so the other thing, this did not work. Or I guess it did. The only problem with the PCG is that it ended up lagging out my Quest 2 a little bit. And this is actually a fairly small grid than what I was originally intending to. So we're just going to take that out for now. And we're going to put in the actual thing here. We'll stick to the old method. This I actually want to slightly do quick redesign. Oh, am I gonna have to hit F5 right now? There it is. Okay. I think I'm probably gonna have to rebuild 5.3. I'm hoping that they've worked out most of these weird little issues. Okay, so this, we'll go and put this over here. And I actually want to relocate this to over here. So what I want to do, and this is another issue that I need to work out as well, is I have this other level called the character selection, okay? And what I want to do, and one of the things I spent this morning working on designing, is I want to basically have, we have like a sort of plug. I'm having trouble clicking on that. We have a sort of plug, and then we have an outlet that that plug will plug into. You know, I'm not even going to bother because I have to click right on the wireframe. So the idea is going to be that you plug this into one of the outlets and that will launch you into one of the worlds. So I want this to be positioned roughly in like a location where if you want to switch characters, you basically come over here, you unplug it, and it'll put you back into the character selection. Hello, by the way, Space Engineer. I hope you're doing well. So I'm actually going to... Did I delete the other character selection or the other player starter? I did. Cool. The only problem with this character selection right now is I can't unload the character selection level for some reason. It just stays there. So I need to figure out why so I can get that working. I know that's something in the game mode because I set that up in here. Norm, very nice. Don't worry, there won't be any crashes that take down the stream. I'm streaming from my laptop and just doing all this work on my desktop. That's also why everything looks very weird. It's because I think it's not happy with this with this method of streaming. Let's see here. So let me see. So game mode, unload level, unload stream level by name. So this should have been working. Because we're basically adding in the stream level. That would skip it. Let me make sure real quick that when this is going, grab you. Details. Was it in here? Yeah, here we go. Load level. Yeah, it is supposed to destroy all the previous levels. So for some reason, this does not seem to work. So I have tried with the just general level name, and I've tried with the level name that I'm giving it, this override level name. But neither of those seem to work for some reason. I'm not really sure why. Maybe we need to do a quick bit of research here. All right. Unreal Engine level instancing. Let's see here. Level instancing. Create a level instance. Yada 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 yada. Editing, breaking. I need to be able to load and unload the level instance. I almost wonder if it's that override that's kind of screwing with things. Level streaming modes. Level instancing, load and unload. Unloading instance levels. Streaming level instances for semi-procedural dungeon system using the get streaming level and create instance nodes. How to unload them once I am done with them. The unload streaming level node takes a level path input, so I imagine it will unload the source level from the instances are based on. When you call create instance, you provide a unique level name to it. You can use that name later to find created streaming level instance. Use a get streaming level node. Oh wait, would this work? Hold on. Get level get streaming level. Oh, you know what? I might be able to use this. This might actually work. Hold on. So I do need to use this overridden level name. So this was correct like I thought it was. I'm going to try simulating here in a second, see if it'll work. So hold on. So get streaming level. This takes in a name input, so it's going to take this. And we're going to unload level instance. Okay, and that might work. Would that work? Let me check something real quick too. Load level instance. Oh, you know what? Even better. I can do this, actually. Instead of doing this, I can change this. I get a return value for the level streaming we're doing. So hold on. Streamed levels. This might actually work a little bit better. Could do... What was the type? Level streaming dynamic object reference. Streaming dynamic object reference. Want to learn how to improvise with nodes just like you? I don't know that I'm necessarily great with the nodes. I'll be honest. Hold on. Let me do this. Hold on. This just takes an object reference. This level streaming object reference. Hold on. Does this need to be a level streaming? Let me see. Can I do this? Hold on. If I take this, stream levels, will this work? Get stream levels, add, can I put, okay, I can. Awesome. So I can use this. That can go in there. I'm just going to bypass that for now. This we're going to move up here. And we're going to get stream levels for each. Okay, this completed will come down. Hold on. So after this is done, we're going to clear this. That'll run on completed, which will go in there. And then we just use this. And actually, I might change this around real quick. I'm just going to add one in real quick. Level stream. Reference. Ooh. Compile, save. Oh. There we go. Take this. For each of these, we're going to pass that in. That goes in there. And that should unload each level. And clear it. We go into the load. And then whenever we create a new one, we add it into this array so we can reference it later. And I think that all works. Cool. I think that works. Like most are. I think that's the first time I've ever been compared to Mozart. I like it though. That's a good comparison. I like that. All right. Also, is the stream behind? Hold on, because I'm curious. Oh, it's just a little bit. There's a bit of a delay between the. I could probably add like a delay on the webcam to make it sync up a little bit more, but maybe I'll have to do that for the next stream. Cool. So all that should work. Yep. Cool. All right. So this should now let me open up new levels and unload previous levels perfectly fine, I think. Yeah. I do want to make one change though. I want to do this. Move this forward, and I want to make sure that this is valid first, because some of these levels actually won't have player starts. So that should work fine. Cool. That was the wrong button. So that should all work a lot better now. I want to see if I could remove some of these just to kind of help out a little bit. Kind of clean up the level. I don't think I can though. I think I'm using them all. Yeah, I am. Oh well. Just gonna be the extra fluff back there. Cool. Alright. So that should all handle that. And then I want to make a change to this as well. Why is this just called W? Did I rename this? Not even realize? Hold on. Teleport collision. I must have accidentally renamed it at some point. Alright. I didn't even realize that. Okay, so. Cool. So what we'll do is for this, on component begin overlap. Yes, okay. So for this, we're going to, hold on, unload stream level. So this time I need to generate a level. So this needs, do I not have one for just generating a level? Teleport player. Hello, Cool Day. It's going well. How you doing? Hello, Palmer. Hope you're doing well as well. We shouldn't have any crashes today, all right? I'm streaming from my laptop, so if my desktop goes down, the stream should keep going. Hopefully there won't be any stream crashes today. Offloading a little bit so that way it shouldn't be so bad. Hello, Night. I don't know what TGI... Oh, thank God it's Friday. Is it Friday? Oh, it is Friday. I don't remember last time I heard someone say TGIF, but thank God it is Friday, right? Okay, I need another one so I can load in a level. So here, level. So from here, we're going to want a level name. Okay, so this teleport player next level, I'm not going to be doing. All I need is this, not that. So I guess just that and that. Perfect. Drop that in there. Okay, then I need a string. Pop in that level name. Generate level name from given. That goes in there. Goes in there. Okay, I thought I removed that from my selection, but oh well. Okay. I'm actually going to change this. We're going to take this, get stream levels, and we're going to remove this. Level stream. So I'm actually going to remove that there. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I'm basically, the moment that this level gets loaded up, I want to load up the next level so it's already ready to go and players just teleport straight to it. I don't think I'm going to do like a transition or anything, but I do want to be able to unload the last level and just remove that reference. And just so you know, Palmer, so today I'm mostly working on just kind of putting things together. So, there's a few small issues that need to be worked out, and I need to actually make it so players can get to next level correctly. I tried playing around with the PCG, the PCG plugin, which works. It just degrades performance on the quest more than I would like. So I'm gonna go back to the snap, the snap generator that I have, and just use that, which is already in place anyways. I just have to put all of that together. So basically today we're mostly working on just kind of putting things together. And a big part of that reason is because I want to see about starting to do some promotional stuff, like some marketing, maybe even doing like a Kickstarter and things like that, either at the end of this month, so sometime like beginning of September to the end of September, so somewhere within that window. And so I'm trying to get everything together. I also already have the playtest going on Steam, but I didn't realize I need to have the actual store page for the main game open. So I need screenshots and things like that to make that work. So unfortunately, the playtest is up. Just nobody can see or access it until I get the store page up, which I didn't realize. Yeah, we're going to do a generator within a generator. So yeah, basically just kind of putting things together, making a few small little bug fixes. Another issue I know I have right now is when I go to grab objects, they turn invisible. I know they're still there because one of the character selection I can grab this and put it in here and it'll teleport me to the next level. I just can't see this plug after I've grabbed it. So I know it's still there. It's just not working. It's just turning invisible or something. So I need to figure out what's going on there. So yes, lots of exciting stuff today. So hold on. I'd gotten a bit sidetracked here. Okay, yes. This, and then actually here, that can actually be bypassed now. Because we're now removing it as we go through. Cool. All right, so over here, at the begin play, I want to get game mode, cast to BP networking game mode. So yeah, a lot of exciting stuff going on in the next, month or two. So it's going to be a lot of interesting stuff going on. Promote to variable. Okay, we're going to call this one game mode. Dude, I can barely read this. All right, so there's the game mode. I don't know how readable this is on stream, but I can barely read this text. All right, so once we have the game mode, I want to actually get the first index from the stream level. Get stream levels is valid index 0 branch. If this is the case, we're going to get a copy of this stream level. We're going to promote this to a variable. And this will allow for us to unload this level after we teleport it. Current streamed level. Okay, so with that, we can actually take our current stream level and using the game mode, unload. Then we can pass that in. So that should actually unload the level once we've teleported. And now I actually need to be able to teleport to the next level. Okay, portal player start. I think... I'm actually going to do this as well. After we teleport, I'm also going to destroy this. So that way it doesn't get confused later on. That's actually going to be important for later on. Cool. Now we need to actually load up a level as well. So, hold on. Was it level to load? No. What did I call that? Add level. What was add level? Add level. Let me shift all this down just a bit. Okay, this will be promoted to a variable. Next level. And this needs to be instance editable. Cool. So now in here, what I can do is click this, and then I just need to put in the level name, which I think is this 1-1 here. Perfect. All right. Things are going well. All right. Okay, everything I think is going a lot better. Should I try simulating? I'm afraid I'm going to crash my computer if I do this. We're going to try it real quick. Hold on. Actually, you know what? Here's a better idea. Instead of doing this, I'm pretty sure this should work. Save selected. if I launch it like this, I think this might work. Hello, Ultimate Debater. How you doing today? Oh. Oh, I'm having a Vulkan issue. Oh, that might actually explain why I've been having simulation issues. Not all descriptors were filled out. Hold on. Let's cancel this real quick. Hey, we get to do some Linux debugging today. Why is this spazzing like this? Why is... Okay. We get to do some Linux debugging today, guys. Yay. Oh, man. Linux, what a joy. Vulkan. Linux. Not all descriptors filled out. I'm willing to bet that honestly it's just like I'm missing a package somewhere. I've had issues like this before where it's just that I'm missing a package from somewhere. You know what? We're gonna write it out. Let's see what happens if I just let it write out. You have so little viewers. Why do you keep going? Because I enjoy game development. Don't really need much more than that. So long as I enjoy what it is that I'm currently doing, I'm gonna keep doing it. To be honest, it's not really about like how many viewers I got. It's just I enjoy it, and so that's why I do it. I'm gonna say this too, Ultimate Debater. If you did things just because you had so little viewers, absolutely nothing would get done because everybody starts out with very little viewers, very few supporters, very few of anything. If you only ever started something because you had a large support, nothing would ever get done because that's not how anything ever starts. I'm sure you can ask any business person on the planet. Everybody starts out with very few supporters. They start out with very little money, very little of anything to get started. If we only ever did things because we had a lot of things going on, nothing would ever get done. I'm gonna go and close this down real quick. Let's go ahead. Okay, let's see if we can't fix up what's going on with these physics grab stuff real quick. I don't know if that's in the character or if that's something else. I do know I need to fix something. No, you didn't come out. You didn't come out mean or anything. I know you were just asking. I hope I didn't sound mean either. But but no. That to me that's just the way I see things. Yeah. Yeah. I don't see any problems with anybody asking any question. All right. Let me see here. I'm actually going to disable this update lighting because I have this disabled right now, so it's not really important. Actually, this should probably be moved back here. Because this is... Once I get to multiplayer stuff, I don't want every single player to be updating the lighting. I only want the current player to be updating the lighting. Okay, so all that's good. Okay, so let's see here. I need to do a couple things here. So here, no. Which one was it? Update. Here we go. Attempt hand attachment. Hold on. So hold on. At this point, let's see. This can all come out here. This can come out. We'll do this. I'm gonna add a variable here called game started. Or no, let's not do a variable. We'll do a dispatcher. Event dispatcher, game started. What kind of games do I enjoy making? I enjoy creating quite a few different things. I did make, it was a terrible game, but I did make a horror game last year. I'm not very good at horror, I found. But I'm really enjoying this one. This one is more of a dungeon crawler. And this one so far I have enjoyed actually quite a bit. This one's been quite a bit of fun. So yeah, I would say in general, I like more the like action adventure shooters. Those are the kinds of games I personally enjoy the most. That like those general genres there. And so those are the ones that I tend to enjoy the most. I quite like them the most. They are definitely difficult to make though. I will say that this general genre of games. Alright, so, okay, I'm going to disable this. And then we will go up here. Okay, hold on. This can all come out. This can come out. This can be cast to BP networking game mode here. Perfect. Okay, and then we can do bind event to game started. Excuse me. Create event. Create a matching function. Game started. Okay, so at this point, so I have a couple things going on here. So we got this and this both need to have their visibility set to true. So visibility. True. I think visibility is what I'm affecting, right? Is it visibility or is it hidden in game? Oh no, I'm affecting the hidden in game. Wait. No, I'm not. Wait. Oh no, visibility set to false. Oh, I looked at that. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and then we need this, this, these ones. Set visibility on these two to false. Okay. Let me actually double check this. Yep, we got that. We got that. I think this might actually fix everything turning invisible when I grab things as well. I think it will. I think that might be what's happening. I think when I grab things, let me check this physics grab real quick. physics, attach. I wonder if I need to change this. Oh, I almost forgot something too. Something very important. Here. Here. Call game started. There we go. I almost forgot about that. That's very important. We have to make sure that we're actually starting the game. Okay, so now... Hold on. Is this still building? What's going on here? Actually, I could probably just check Visual Studio too. I think Visual Studio might actually be outputting a log as well. Oh. Oh, it stopped printing out the warnings. Okay. Yeah, I should have thought of this, because when you actually launch it, it actually packages the project for whatever system you're trying to do it for, and then it launches that executable, or in Linux's case it's a shell script, in Android's case it's an APK. So it's probably gonna have to package it out. That's probably gonna take a while. All right. Now I do kind of wonder if I need to make a change to the physics grab. I think part of why it's turning invisible is because the hand is invisible when I attach it. I think it might be passing on that property to whatever it's attaching to. So, hold on. Owner. Oh. I think I may need to do one of two things. I think either I need to get this visibility. We'll try this first. If this doesn't work, what I might need to do is have it so that way instead of attaching, I basically just follow around the target. Oh, no worries, you're good. You're a good debater. So I did actually launch a game last year. It was a very terrible horror game, and I found out that I was very, very bad at horror. In general, though, I personally enjoy things like action, adventure, and shooters, things like that. This one specifically is going to be more, I would say closer to like a dungeon crawler, which I have enjoyed making. This is definitely one of the more challenging projects that I've worked on, but I am enjoying making this one. But yeah, generally that kind of more like action adventure type of game, more action adventure type games that I enjoy making. They're a lot of fun, in my opinion, especially because there's quite a bit that goes into them usually. You have to think about quite a bit about how all this works. So yeah. I hope that kind of answers your question there. Let's see here. Let me make sure this is working all correctly. So the storage should be working correctly now. Let me see here. Oh, it loaded up the weapon. God dang it. I don't want it to load up the weapon. I want it to load up this. Okay, so on begin overlap, we apply. Then we play this impact effect, which should be working, right? I might need to make some adjustments to this impact effect. Right now, it's just kind of got like a little explosion of white particles. And I think I might want to change that, add like a little bit more color. Oh, this is going to lag out my computer for a sec. Things like that. Whenever you do publish a game, I'm going to try it. Awesome. So, I mean, part of what I'm doing right now is I'm actually prepping so I can do play test on Steam. So I actually have... It's live on Steam. I just need to get the store page up. So it's there. You just can't find it or see it. Actually, I don't think you can. Let me try something real quick. Hold on. I'm going to transition here for a second. I just thought of something. Maybe I can do this real quick. Hold on. Steam. I just thought of something. I just need to have my screen for a second because I can't be showing my logins and stuff. Where is... I might need to look it up on my computer right now. There it is. I don't think this will work, but we're going to try real quick. I think I might have tried this actually now I'm thinking about it. Let's see, there's the play test. Store.steampowered.com. If I just clicked on a random one and then just replaced this. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. Okay, I thought it might. I thought I might be able to put in the app ID and into the URL and get it to work, but apparently it doesn't work for playtests. I didn't think it would. I think I tried that before. Why is my chair moving around so much? Let's see. So there is our impact effect. I might need to slow it down just a tad. Just very, very slightly, but I must stick with that for now. I haven't actually gotten it working fully, so... anyways, so now we need to work on the levels a bit. So the levels are generally working fine. The only thing that really needs to happen is we need proper rooms because they're not all configured correctly. So, generator snap. Right now they all have just kind of these default ones that I put together. So, am I close to finishing or still developing? Development's probably still going to go on for a while. I do want to see about rolling out play tests. I do want to see about doing... I forgot what the name is. Crowdfunding. I do want to see about doing crowdfunding, maybe even get some early access and things like that out there as well. I am planning to start doing all the marketing stuff here in like the next month or so. You know, all the general stuff that goes into that. Try and get some publicity there, I guess. So development's still going to take a while, but I will be... I do want to see about doing some things to just kind of roll out and get player feedback, because I think that's one of the more important things, especially for a VR game, is that you should have player feedback. So that way you can get from players like, hey, this thing works very well, but this thing is just kind of, you know, shit, change this right now. You know, or this needs to be improved a little bit, you know, things like that. So I am going to be rolling it out in one form or another over the next couple months. I expect to have it out actually by the end of this month. At least in the form of either a play test or as an early access. Maybe even I'll do a little bit of both. Yeah, like testers basically, yeah. The only problem is Oculus is really weird. So on Steam has a playtest option. And so you can basically just have a store page, and anybody who wants to, they can ask if they can opt into the playtest, or developers can freely give them access to a playtest. It's weird though. Oculus doesn't do that, or Meta doesn't do that. Meta doesn't do that. They do... you kind of have to do your own thing there, because you basically need like an email or the ID for each player that's going to participate, and then you send all those players invites, which is really, really weird. Did that start lagging behind? Maybe not. Okay, so let's see here. I'd forgotten what I was doing. Oh yeah, I'm adding in the meshes. All right, so let's do this then. Let's go and grab some of these. All right, I need, actually, I'm gonna open up all these. This is probably gonna lag out my computer for a second. There we go. All right. Cool. Now I can just make these changes. I don't need that open or that or that. Is it about to lag out again because I'm closing things? There it goes. I wish that it, I don't mind it erroring out. I just wish that it handled it a little bit quicker. That's probably the only thing that kind of bugs me about this, is that it doesn't handle it very quickly. Like, I don't mind just occasionally hitting the F5 key and you know, letting it go. But the problem is that it doesn't immediately go whenever I do hit that F5 key. Might have to change these one at a time or something. All right, I'm gonna restart this real quick. First quit. So I'm not entirely sure how I want to do this yet. So that's something I'm still doing a little bit of thinking and research into, you know, between like early access and playtesting. I don't mind doing playtesting, you know. I know obviously, you know, I don't earn any money from that, and you know, that's fine with me for, you know, initial playtesting. I don't think it's a bad idea to do playtesting, at least for the earlier stages while I'm still working out the first level. I'm thinking right now what I'll probably end up doing is, while I'm working on finishing out and finalizing the first levels, because there's going to be 4 playable characters. They're all going to start out they're all going to have like different variations of the first level. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is, for the playtesting stage, the first level, maybe 2, will be a part of the playtesting stage. And then once I start moving on past that first level or 2, I will probably see about transitioning into early access or something like that. Because by that point, you know, by the end of the first level, I should have enough feedback and most of the fixes should be in place that at least the core mechanics feel good. Either that, or I will have playtesting be limited access, and just have that throughout the, you know, just so I can get like an overview of the whole game. So I'm kind of weighing the options still. I haven't yet like fully committed to one or the other yet, or some combination of the two. So we will see. But part of the reason too, I'm also thinking about maybe like early access, is I might be able to use that as part of the, as like a crowdfunding perk. I don't know if early access would be like the best way to phrase that. It might be, well, maybe, I guess early access would be the right way to phrase that. So to make a long answer short, I'm still kind of weighing the options. I haven't committed to one or the other yet. Right now, I'm probably going to end up just doing playtesting for the time being, just so I can start getting some player feedback. Is there any way to do early access without allowing reviews? I don't think so. I know playtest. I know if you do playtesting on Steam, reviews get turned off. So I know you can't do playtest reviews. Early access, I think you can actually start doing reviews. I think there's actually games on Steam that do. Hold on. Steam powered. Isn't Rust still early access on their page? I think Rust might actually be, because I noticed that was one of the first ones that popped up today. No, it isn't under early access. What would be an... We can actually check. Oh, maybe that wasn't the best example. Steamworks early access. Steamworks playtest. Steam play. Ooh, that was the wrong button. Early access. Let's see here. Steam playtest gives developers a free, low-risk way to get playtesting data for their game without stressing out about Steam keys, user reviews, or wish lists. By using a separate child app ID that is associated with but separate from your main game, you can do the playtesting you need without interfering with your main game. Steam Playtest also lets you easily gate access to your playtest. You can let in as many or as few players as you need and deactivate the playtest app when you wish. Steam Playtest app ID has access... I was looking for the review part. Gathering feedback. What if I want to run a playtest but control access via Steam keys? I have a question. How can I use Steam Playtest? Let me see here. Steam Early Access enables you to sell your game on Steam while it is still being developed and provide context to customers that a product should be considered unfinished. Early Access is a place for games that are in a playable alpha or beta state, are worth the current value of the playable build, and that you plan to continue to develop for release. We recommend looking at other games in early access on Steam, checking out the developer forums, and also reading. Let me see. View. Forgot to enable early access. What do I do? Yeah, it doesn't say. I think you can still review a game that's under early access. Access Steam review. Head out now. I'm gonna keep in mind what you said, and might as well subscribe and put notifications on for updates of your game. Awesome. I appreciate it, debater. I hope I'm not seeing that too late. Sorry, I was looking at this. But awesome, I appreciate it. I hope to see you playing it soon, all right? You have a good one. How much for you to shave head? I don't know that I would look very good with a shaved head, to be honest. I don't know you'd be able to pay me enough to get me to shave my head, to be honest. My hair is a bit messy, though. I forgot to put gel in it this morning. JK, alright. I will, Ultimate Debater. You have a good rest of your day as well. Why is this taking so long to open? What is going on here? Do I need to restart Visual Studio? Let me restart this real quick. Hold on. This should not be taking this long to open. I hope I'm not gonna have to clear all the extra binary files and all that. Because then that's gonna make it take even longer for me to open this project. Have you heard of Point Crow? I don't think so. Point Crow. Is this something I should be looking up on stream? Point Crow. Okay. Is this who you're talking about? It looks like a YouTuber streamer or something like that. Oh, you know what? I've seen him before. I didn't realize this was his name though. So yes, I have heard of him. Yes. I've seen the face before. I recognize him. I think I've seen some. I don't know if I've seen any of his videos or anything, but I've seen like clips and stuff of him before. I didn't realize this was his name though. So I guess yes, I have in a sense heard of him. Yes. Why is this taking so long? I might need to clear out those binary files and all that. Were you just asking me in general if I'd heard of him? I wasn't sure if you were, I wasn't sure if you were going somewhere or if you were just asking a question. All right, I'm gonna clear out these files. This should not be taking this long. This will make it take just a little bit longer, but at the very least I know everything should work. So open with version selector 5.3. Oh, Unreal Build Tool is already running. Great. Hold on. Page tab. Let's kill this, I guess. Oh, it is open still in the background. Oh, god damn it. Okay. I think I got it. Let's see here real quick. Version selector 5.3. Okay, I think I got it. Maybe we should start working on some of the server stuff too while this is doing this. I'm gonna subscribe. Awesome, man. Appreciate it. What's my origin story? I don't know why. I think it's funny having it phrased like that. Oh man. I guess I'll say the same thing I say to most people. I have been coding for a long time. I just bought my camera. I guess in general, I've been coding for a very, very long time. So I'm 24 years old. I'll actually be turning 25 later this year. I started coding when I was 10, so I've been coding for around 14, nearly 15 years now. Um, I actually started out because I wanted to go into game development, and my dad actually he actually knew someone at the time who did coding for, or he was a head programmer for GoDaddy. From what I understand, he's gone on he's gone through a few promotions and stuff since then. But he was a head programmer. He sent me out a bunch of tutorials and stuff. You know, I ended up getting started with, I believe it was C++. It was C++ or C Sharp. And from there, once I'd finished those tutorials, I ended up going on. I didn't stick around with I didn't end up going straight into game development for a while. I ended up going from there. I ended up learning about robotics. I ended up learning a little bit about game design. I learned a little bit about networking and cybersecurity, and let me see. There might have been a few other things in there, but I ended up primarily focusing on like robotics and robotics for a while, and I ended up still sticking around with mostly the coding side of robotics. You know, telling basically robots how to move, and then I went on to college, and I kind of ended up going back into the overall game design. I went to Cal State San Bernardino for about 2 or 3 years. I'm actually going to be transferring to Boise State in the fall, so about a month from now. Actually, a little under a month from now. And then, but while I was at Cal State San Bernardino, I ended up getting hired on as a VR programmer. And yeah, from that's where I first started getting into VR and all that. And I actually ended up, I remember the first day, my boss actually, he threw me into Beat Saber. And that's kind of when I guess to the most basic way I can put it, I kind of fell in love with it right after that. And I ended up, I spent some time working there. I started, you know, kind of putting together a couple of game design ideas that I wanted to do, which I do want to go back to, but didn't end up panning out quite as well as I would like because they were a bit more complex than I was able to handle at the time. And yeah. Oh, you grew up in Riverside? Oh, very nice. Yeah, I lived in, I don't necessarily say that I grew up in one place. I was born in Victorville, which I believe is north of Riverside, if I recall correctly. I don't know if you're familiar with where that is or not. I was born in Victorville, and I actually moved around a little bit because my dad was in the military. We lived in Virginia, Texas. We ended up coming back to California, and then after my dad had gotten out, he got a job in Nevada, so we went out there for a few years, and then we ended up going back to California, and I actually currently live in Idaho. You were born in New York? Oh, very nice. I've never been to New York. I've never been to New York myself. I've seen pictures and things like that, but that's about the only thing I know about New York beyond that point. I was chubby. I'll be honest, I don't entirely know what to say. I will take your word for it, though, because I don't know that I have a picture of you to say whether or not you were chubby, and I don't know that that's something I should be saying anyways. Yeah, I've always been very, I've always been particularly skinny myself. I need to put on some weight. I've always been very, very, I've always been a bit on the border of underweight and like the normal target weight you should be under for me. 30 pounds at 10 months. Dang. I don't know how much I weighed when I was 10 months old, to be honest. I believe when I was born, I was about 9 pounds, though, something like that. Let me see, 9, 10, 11. So remember, me and my sisters, we were all we reached 1 pound above the previous one. I think I was 9, if I recall. I was 8 or 9. While that's doing that, I'm gonna do a little bit of work on the server. What is that face? Hold on. I think I need to zoom. I think I need to zoom in on the chat real quick. Hold on. I haven't seen that little emoji before. That's an interesting little emoji you got there. Yeah, server stuff. A server I've been working on a little bit here and there. It's going. The server's going. Yeah, server right now. So, in case you ever want to like try designing your own server, look into chatbots first. For Altiverse, yes. So, this is actually part of a side project that I've been working on as well. This is part of why I've been doing, why I've been working on my own server here. I won't say too much about the side project because I'm still working on it. It'll probably end up, I'm probably going to end up pushing it as a more public project later on. But to be honest, I hate working with Unreal's multiplayer stuff. So I'm designing my own that's actually a little bit easier to work with. I can play around with it in the editor. The whole idea is just going to be that I basically drop on a component to anything that needs to be replicated, and it automatically handles all the multiplayer replication for me. And so far that seems to be working fine. I only have the transforms replicating right now, but yeah. Feels nice being noticed in the chat. You must spend a lot of time in a lot of busier chats. Yeah. But part of the reason, too, I'm also doing the server as well is one of the things that was really important for me when I did this project is a lot of... I wanted to make sure that, you know, I'm going to be running my own servers and stuff as well. But one of the important things for me is I want to make sure that in, you know, 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now, you know, however long, if I ever have to shut down the servers for Altiverse, players can still continue playing this game in multiplayer and in single player. And so I didn't want to fully rely on just my own multiplayer stuff. I didn't want to fully have to rely on Epic Games EO system or the Oculus servers or Steam or anything like that. So the way I'm actually planning on having this work is there'll basically be a sort of like master server that just kind of has like all the different server information and that players can basically find. So I'll be having a whole bunch of things in there. I don't want to go too much into it because I don't know if that's going to be a security concern. I do need to work on security next and encryption and all that. But yeah, basically I'm working on my own servers so that way I can also make sure that, you know, in the future when I have to shut down the servers, players can still play if they so choose, you know. I don't know if there's going to be that many players playing this game in, you know, 50 years from now. But I want to give them that option, you know, if someone wanted to, right? Try to code a new Pokemon game that's short. A Pokemon game would actually be interesting. I have done Pong in Terminal before. Okay, so hold on, I need to think about this for a second. So looking at this, right? So let's see. I have some messages that get created. So the general structure, I need to make sure I have this correct structure here. dot plus. Okay. So what I need is I need a sort of config file, or not config file, but I need a file that I can store this information. Actually, I could probably just store it in a string. Because it doesn't need to consist, it doesn't need to consist, it doesn't need to persist after the server shuts down. I'll tell you what, I'll do a little bit of work here on the server. If it's still loading up after that point, we'll work on like a quick little Pokemon game or something, okay? We could do a VR Pokemon game. The monsters are actually trying to attack you, and so you have to run away and fight from them. That would be the idea. I have done an 8-hour game development stream before where I basically designed a game in 8 hours. It was technically a functional game. I forgot what I was doing. I need this. C++. Let's see. I think it's an F stream. Is it F stream? I think it's F stream that I'm thinking of. Ah, such a bright page. Sorry for your eyeballs. Yeah, I don't think I need to store this actually in a separate file. I think I can honestly just leave this and we can have a string value. So, let's see here. World info. Oh, why is Visual Studio slowing down? That's a new one. Okay, so here we go. So for the world info, I don't know that I need a server info variable, actually. Actually, I'll leave it for now. I might end up needing that for specific values later on. The world info, however, I do need. And this is going, so the world info is going to be for anything within the world. So, hold on. I need to think about this. When is the next stream? I usually stream on Thursdays and Fridays. Is when I usually stream. I do want to see if I can't try streaming a little bit. Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You know, other days of the stream, other days of the week. But generally, I'm streaming Thursdays and Fridays. Okay, let's see here. Merge receiving info. Here we go. All right, so. I think I have an idea. Before I do this, I really have to use the restroom. I will be right back. All right. Good job, BRB. Thank you. Nobody. I don't know which thing you're saying good job to. I just got back here, so I don't know if I missed something. All right. So, here's what I have to do. What I need to do. I go back to the message that came in. You know what? I remember why I wanted to do it in lines. I remember exactly why I wanted to do it in in a text. Unreal Engine F-Stream. The reason I wanted to do this, not Unreal Engine, C++ F-Stream. The reason I wanted to do an F-Stream is because I can separate off all the data into individual lines, which might make things a little bit easier. Maybe not. No, I can still do that in a string, honestly. It's not going to be that big a deal. Okay. So let's do this. Let me move this up top. Send welcome packets. I do need to work on the send welcome packet and stuff like that too. So, void. Oh, I do have receiving info. Oh. I already had a function for this. I was already doing this. Do you watch any anime? Not in general. I have seen anime before. I don't watch it super often or anything like that. All right. Send welcome packet. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do... I'm trying to think of how best to do this. Is there a split? I don't know if there... I don't know if C++ by default has a split function, or if strings by default have a split function. I don't think that they do, but I might be wrong. I'm seeing all sorts of interesting emojis here today, aren't I? Hello, nobody. Hold on. I want to see. Can I kind of mimic that pose a little bit? Like that? All right. Okay. I have an idea here. Stored info. Dot size. Okay. So size should the number of characters in the string. Perfect. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to do a hold on. We'll do, I think I need an array. Let me see if I can remember how to do this. I'm a little out of practice here. So if we do an array of strings, or no, I am doing this wrong. Hold on. We do string array. We'll call this values. I think, is it here or is it afterwards? I think it's right here. God, I've not done this in quite a while. Where I speedrun coding a game. I have done a stream like that before. You can create a game. You can create a game. It just takes so. It's just not going to be the best game. Okay. Let's see. I might need to do a vector actually. C++ vector. Because I think a vector will be an undefined size. But I think there's an include for that I need. Maybe I'll do another one like next week or something like that. Well, I'll have to see. Maybe I can do another one. There's another include for vectors. Okay, so we'll do a vector here. Do I not have a reference to strings either? No, I do. Weird. Okay. Let's see. Call it that. Okay. For int I 0, I is less than stored info dot size. I increase. Okay. This is worth my time watching. Thank you, nobody. I appreciate that. Originally, we were supposed to be doing things only in Unreal Engine, but Unreal Engine is still compiling, and it looks like it's... Or I guess the project is still compiling. So I guess we're doing C++ instead today. I usually try to avoid doing C++ because I know that's not something most people tend to enjoy as much. I know most people tend to lean towards Blueprint in Unreal Engine. But, hey, it's a stream. I guess sometimes things don't go your way, right? All right. Okay. So hold on, string, current line. Okay, so let me see if I can remember how to do this. If I recall correctly, if I think it's at I equal to slash, I think that actually needs to be swapped to a character if I recall. Missing closing quote. I am not missing the closing quote in a matter of fact. Oh, that's why. And stored info dot, oh, not dot. I forgot that this is a pointer, so I need to do an arrow. I plus 1. This becomes equal to n. All right. So this is basically going to mean that we're going to have a new line here. You're gonna try and find a shiny in Pokemon Sword. You know what? I never finished playing. What was it called? Artemis or something like that. That like open world Pokemon that they had. I haven't finished playing it yet. I need to go back and finish playing it. Okay, so let's see. Value lines dots. Is it append or is it add? God, I've not done vectors in a while. I think it's back. I think back adds 1 to the end there. Line. Let me see. Oh, it's pushback. That's what it is. Pushback. There we go. That's right. Okay, and then we're also going to increase lines, or we're going to increase our I. Let me see. So if we are at this one, hold on, I need to think here. So if the current I is equal to a slash, right? Then I plus 1 would be equal to the n. So I think I would just need to increase it by 1. Because then we would be at the n, right? In which case, when we finish the for each loop, it's going to increase again, then it'll go on to the next line. Yeah, I think that's correct. Can you play Pokemon on stream? I don't do a lot of gameplay on stream, to be honest. I've done a little bit here and there, but I have not done a lot of gameplay on stream. Maybe I'll think about it. I will think about it. You seem to be very fascinated with Pokemon, don't you? I forgot to clear the current line. Line dot clear. Current line dot at current line dot size should be equal to stored info dot at I. Does that work? Can I sign it like that? I think that might actually work. You're in Den right now? Very nice. Maybe that'll be what this stream turns into, is just a random gameplay stream. Okay. So that should sort all these out into a array, or not an array. It should sort all these out into a vector, so that way I am now able to find each of them. Okay. So I might need to do one for this as well. Let me check real quick. My CPP, the combined messages. Oh, no, I'm using a slash. Oh, actually, that makes things a little easier. Slash. So, actually, I don't even need to increase it by 1 because I'm just using a slash to separate it off. I had forgotten about that. So, if we do... Okay, and then we need to do the same thing for the received info. Vector string current stored info received info, not received info. New info. We'll call it new info, I guess. And that is supposed to be a lowercase s there. Okay, so at the end of all of this, current line will be cleared. Although it should happen anyways. This all needs to be changed to be using received info. Received info. Actually, this needs to be changed from pointer. So there's that. Okay. And then value lines. I forgot I renamed this. All right, cool. So that should give me a complete list of all these. Cool. All right. So now I have a complete list of all these. So now we would need to do this. Int I equals 0. This is where things are probably going to get a little bit confusing. Well, I is less than new info dot size. Is it size or is it length? Hold on. Info dot. Okay, there's not a length. Okay. I will increase. Okay. So for each of these, here's how this would need to work. We would then need another for loop inside. This would need to be int x equals 0. X is less than current stored info dot size. X will increase. All right. We're also going to do this as well. Actually, I'll move this down. We will put it down right here. Found line. By default, this will be equal to false. At the end of each one, I want to make sure that found line gets set to false. If... Ooh. I mislabeled that. Before I work in this for loop real quick, if found line dude, why is my computer going so damn slow right now? Okay, so if not found line. Is it easy putting together assets and fixing small issues? Well, I am currently waiting for Altiverse to recompile and open, and it's only about halfway through, and it's been about 30 minutes, so... I guess you could kind of tell me that. For the most part, it should have been pretty easy. I usually don't have this much of a problem. I think the main part of the issue is the fact that I was stupid and decided to upgrade to the 5.3 preview instead of just continue working with 5.2 like I had been. And so 5.3 preview is very broken. I'm probably going to see if I can't rebuild it again later on, hopefully working a little easier. Also, how and who is spamming icons at the bottom of the chat? I didn't know you could do that. I'm wondering if I should be changing this to a vector real quick. I think I'm going to do that real quick. Hold on. Stored info. Hold on. Merge received info. Let me see. So this is getting a pointer to the world info. Actually, that should probably be getting a point. Oh, okay, it is getting a pointer to the world info. Okay. So hold on. I'm going to change this real quick. Do that. I think this will work, right? Okay, so if that's the case, I can actually remove all of this. I can remove that. And I can actually remove that. stored info. This will actually simplify things down just a bit. Oh, that's why. There we go. A few small little issues here and there. All right. So, if we did not find a line, we're just going to stored info dot pushback, and we're going to pop on new info. I think it's at I, if I recall. Is it at or is it something different? You know what? It occurred to me. I can actually do this instead. Stored info dot, not stored info. New info dot pop back. Is it pop back or is it pop forward? I might need to refresh myself with this real quick. Hold on. Vector pop back. Have I ever done a mod in a video game? I have not. I mean, I've modded my own games with mods other people have made. I have not personally made any mods though. Okay, here we go. Back. Okay, I think this will work. Actually, I'm gonna change this to a while loop. While. Did I do a capital W? I did not mean to do that. While stored info. I'm trying to make sure this is all working correctly. This should basically put together all of the different information for the server so that when any new player joins in, I can just send it all to them and it'll all work fine. Okay, so this will basically get all of it and it'll divvy it up into a vector for me to use. Okay. We'll basically use this to see if we ended up finding a line. And we're going to run this while new info is not equal to empty. Okay, I think we're all good now. C++ get vector at index. Okay, so I just used this. All right, the little brackets. Okay. Okay, so I think I might need to put together one more for loop in here so I can actually go through each one. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to think here for a second. So, stored info size. Int y equal to 0. Y is less than stored info x dot size. That might need to be swapped to a pointer actually. All right, cool. I think that will all work. Perfect for Pokemon. Have you modded Pokemon before? Ice Stone. I don't know if I get that reference. Ice Stone. Let's see if stored info x dot at y is equal to new info dot popback. No, not popback. Back at y std string. No, this isn't right because stored info is a vector string, so I'm getting a particular element from this vector, so that should be a string right here. And then we're getting a character from that string. It's for Eevee? Oh, okay. I was not aware of that, I guess. Well, this kind of sucks. How do I get... Why is it not detecting that this is... Let me try something real quick. Vector string. What What if I did an at? Dot at. Not a pen. At y. Does that work? Okay. Apparently that works for some reason. I'm trying to find a Pokemon that can learn Tri-Attack. Oh, okay. I don't know that I'm that in depth with Pokemon. Yeah. I've played a few Pokemon games and stuff, but I don't know that I've ever like, you know, I basically, I'm one of those players. I kind of like follow the story and just kind of rush to the end, you know? I like brute force games until I finally get there. And I don't really, I don't spend as much doing side quests. If it's a game that I really enjoy, I usually go back and do like the side quests and all that. But I'm like one of those players. I'll like brute force the heck out of everything until I can finally get to the end. And then if I feel like it, I'll go back and do all the extra stuff. I did the same thing in like in Tears of the Kingdom too. I was fighting for my life with that final Ganon fight. Let's see here. Stored info at. Okay. Okay. Okay, so hold on. Let me think here for a second here. So if these are equal, we'll continue. If else if these are not equal to each other. I hope I'm doing this right. I'm gonna have to test this in a little bit. I might actually have the project load up on my Quest too. I might be able to do a quick test on this. Comet Shard, Sunstone. If online else. You seem to be having quite a bit of fun over there with Pokemon, aren't you? Couldn't defeat his army. Ah, that's disappointing. If at y is equal to an equal sign, found line will become equal to true, because that means we'll have found the line at that point. All right, so if we found the line, basically all we want to do is we want to rewrite this data into the stored info. So we'll do stored info at x dot at y comes equal to new info dot back dot at y. Okay. However, if we have not found the line, we basically want to break out of this for loop. I need to remember, does a break out of all for loops? Break C++. Have I played Genshin Impact before? I played for like the first. It wasn't a game I was really that I was really able to get into. I played up until you get to that first little city, and I think that was about as far as I got. You've already seen the break statement used. Yep. Hold on. Zero, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, it will break out of this one, it looks like. What if I have another? Just make sure. Int 0 x. I need to check this real quick. So I think it might actually break out of both the for loops, which might be a bit of a problem. 2, 3. Okay, no, it only breaks out of the current for loop. So we'll do this then. I encountered a glitch where I don't spend my watts. It just like digs infinitely for items. Oh, that's cool. Are you a big Genshin Impact player, nobody? Or not really? Hold on. Oh, why can't I click on anything? I think Visual Studios might be lagging out on me again. Point Crow said once the moderators were gone, like guys spamming chat. Just get the chat going crazy. Oh yeah, I know like Twitch chats and YouTube chats can both get pretty hectic. So most games you play? Actually recently I've gone back and I've been replaying Factorio a little bit. I love the Borderlands and Zelda games. Borderlands 3 was alright. I didn't love it though. It was not as great as Borderlands 2. Let's see here. What other games are there? Minecraft's a really fun one. I do enjoy playing Minecraft. You are a Genshin Impact player? Nice. Dude, this is running slow right now. Let's see here. What other games do I play? I've actually gone back. I've started replaying like some of the old Call of Duty games, like Ghosts and things like that.
This is a Game Shop jam.
Let's see. Dude, this is running so slowly. What games would you say have most influenced Altiverse? Let's see. So Borderlands would definitely be one. I would say Borderlands. A little bit of what was it called? Wizard of Legend has also influenced it a bit. Wizard of Legend, a little bit of Spelunky. I would say Zelda Tears of the Kingdom has influenced it just a little bit. You know, later on the development, over the past maybe couple weeks. But But I would probably say primarily Borderlands, Wizard of Legend, and a little bit of Spelunky would be like the main ones that have kind of influenced it for me. That because it doesn't follow as much with those types of games as the original idea was going to. The original game was going to have basically procedural everything, procedural weapons, procedural levels, you know, just procedural all over the place. But it ended up being a bit too much for the Quest 2 to be able to handle. So I'm not doing as much procedural weapons anymore. There's still going to be a little bit, but it's not going to be nearly as much. I'm putting that in the wrong spot. Wizard of Legend, I will say, has definitely influenced it quite a bit. That's when I actually started playing shortly before I started working on this project as well. Yeah, those are definitely the most. I might even say Enter the Gungeon a little bit as well. I did actually look at the way that they did dungeon generation, and it has definitely influenced the current version of the dungeon generator as well. So, yeah. I just got a float stone. What the heck is this? Yeah, Enter the Gungeon. I would definitely recommend, if you're ever looking at procedural generation, look at Enter the Gungeon. Enter the Gungeon actually has a very interesting way of doing dungeon generation. And I'm not quite at that point. It's not going to be exactly like that, but there is some interesting things in Enter the Gungeon that I did definitely look into when I was doing when I was looking at the dungeon generation. Why is this running so god dang slow? I can't even alt tab into Brave anymore. I think I might just have to let my computer sit for a second until it finishes. My computer's running so slowly. There we go. You know, I'm not gonna worry about that tab. Let me see here. If not found line. Okay. So I think that honestly will work fine. I think this will honestly work fine just like this. I might need to see if there's a way I can remove information as well, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I legitimately can't even do anything right now. I did also recently... hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on. Give me 1 sec. I'll show you. I did also recently, I've been starting to build up like a bit of a, I don't know if I'd call all of them retro, but I've been starting to build up like an older game collection library. I recently picked up actually a PS Vita. I don't have any, there's a place near me that actually sells like Vita games. Which I need to get some. Right now I've just kind of modded it and I have like RetroArch and things like that I can run off of it. So, yeah. So I've been enjoying playing with this though. I think I killed it though. I don't think I've charged it in a little bit. I need to go and pick up like some actual Vita games. There's a few at a store near me that actually I've been going to pretty frequently, and so I need to pick some up. Pokemon is a fun game when you're bored. Pokemon is a pretty fun game when you're bored. I'm not gonna lie. Security breach or Pokemon Violet? Security breach. What is security breach? Does the I'm assuming you must be playing on the Switch. Is there a game on the Switch that called Security Breach? I'm trying to look it up. I don't think I can. Hold on. I have a idea. Hold on. Switch Security Breach. Oh, the Five Nights at Freddy's game. Oh, I didn't know that they made that for the Switch. You know, I've actually not played Security Breach. I know I've played the Five Nights at Freddy's games. I think I had like a friend that had me play it. I don't think I own it though. I don't know. I heard Security Breach was pretty buggy, at least when it first came out. I don't know if that's still the case, but I remember I had heard that. I actually can't do anything on my computer. It's like everything is scrolling so slowly. I can't do anything. I can barely alt tab. Look, I am legitimately right now scrolling right now. It's not doing anything. I'm just sitting here waiting. I can even go the other direction. It's not doing anything. Oh, there it goes. It's finally moving. Found an Eevee. Nice. That's the way to do it right there. It's a 1% spawn rate. I'm not trying to make fun of you, James, but I always think it's funny when people say, "Oh, there's a 0.0000000.5% chance of something happening in this game." You know, I always find that hilarious. The fact that anything in a game has like that minuscule of a chance. I can understand if it's like something that's not meant to happen in a game, like maybe you're exploiting some kind of glitch. But I always think it's funny when someone says in a game, "Oh, there's like a 0.00001% chance of that happening," you know, something like that. Good luck catching that Eevee. You'll have to let us know if you catch it. We're all waiting in anticipation now to see if James catches his Eevee. Oh, did my computer freeze? Oh, my computer is now full on frozen. Oh, the mouse moved a little bit. Okay. Dude. Dude, I love and hate Unreal Engine so much at the same time. Look, you can see my mouse just slowly moving across. At the very least, this is not affecting the stream. You know, since I'm waiting, I'm going to go grab a cable so I can plug in the Vita and charge it real quick. I got nothing better to do now because now I'm just waiting. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to see if I can grab a console real quick. I'm going to see if I can't, like, put something up. Well, oh, man. Is that going to cause an issue with the... That might cause an issue. God dang it. I'll see what I can do. Hold on. Eevee is evolving into Glacia. Nice. God, what time is it? Man, 2 hours and I've already managed to break everything. Nah, I'm just waiting. Where's that? There it is. It is now charging. Oh, the mouse is moving a bit. It's now at the top of the screen. Please. It's moving a little bit faster. Pretty common that I'm assuming you that was supposed to be. It's pretty common to chat with the music. Is pretty common to chat with me. I think that might have been with the music. It is pretty calm music. It's actually in case you ever want to listen to it, it's Game Chops on YouTube. They have they play. Oh, things are catching up. It finally caught up. It's Game Chops on YouTube. They do like game soundtrack remixes. Some of them are remixes. Some of them are like, I think they're supposed to be like inspired by. The music that they play is completely stream friendly. I've only ever once had an issue where I got copyright striked by them, and it only happened once. I don't think I've ever gotten stricken by them since then. I'm assuming it might have just been like one song or something that they had played, like maybe YouTube thought that it was really close or something like that. But yeah, it's really good music. I like listening to this when I'm not on stream as well. So, all right, here we go. Here we go. So we now have this. So now we need to send a welcome packet. So I think I might have forgotten something. Send welcome packet. Oh, that's right, because this now needs to be a string, or a vector string instead of a just straight up string. Vector string. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. We're going to have this return a string, and then I can send this. Okay, so I need to remember how to do this real quick. So for the send, basically want this, and then this would come up here, I think. Okay, so it's sending the message. Okay, so hold on, actually. So I think it needs to go here. And then send welcome packet. Okay, so I think it needs to be a size, not a string length. Size. Need a shiny Pokemon. Be right back. All right, nobody, no problem. How's stream been? It's been going. As you can see, I no longer have Unreal Engine open because I managed to break it. And so now I'm just kind of waiting for it to reopen. So at the moment, we're just kind of working on the server, making sure all this works correctly. Do you know how to get Pokemon eggs in Pokemon Sword? You know, I don't think I've played recently enough to remember, unfortunately. All right. So let's see. Just for this, string send packet. Okay. Send packet. While oh, it'll be up and running in a second. It's something I did manage to crash it, and when I tried to reopen it, it wouldn't open, so I had to instead go through and clear all the binary files and all that, and now I'm having to regenerate the projects again. So it's not like it's a difficult thing to do. It's just a lengthy process. So it's just kind of annoying to have to do. Send packet dot append. I think I can use append for this. C++ string append. Let me see. String append. Extend the string by appending additional characters at the end of its value. So I can put on a string. So I think this might work. Get number. Let me make sure I'm doing this correctly. In vector C++. I want to make sure that I'm doing this correctly. Vector.size C++. Turns the number of elements in the vector. This is the number of actual objects. Okay, so I have been doing this correctly. I just want to make sure. All right, so for this will actually be really easy. For int I equals 0, while I is less than world.size, and I can increase. Let's see. By the way, you were talking about having 4. We'll each have a different ability. So yes, each of them. I don't know if ability. Well, I guess ability is the correct term. They are going to have like different passives to them. So I can actually give you a couple of examples. So. One of the characters, he's going to be a more of like a modern what's the word that I'm looking for? Like a modern office worker. So the idea behind him is he's basically going to be like some sort of technology development guy. You know, I'll let you use your imagination, you know, programmer, you know, something like that. And so the idea for him is that his passive I'm kind of playing around with it, but the one that I think would be really funny would be that because he's the only character that has no starting weapons, at least at the moment, he's going to be the character that is allowed to grab objects and chuck them at enemies to deal damage. Which I think might be a pretty funny one. He's meant to be more of like a joke character. One of the other characters, for example, she's in more of a modern environment as well, but if we were in a modern world but it had gone post-apocalyptic, and so her passives are going to be that she's able to basically scrounge up more like sort of tools and things like that in the level and currency. She's basically a lot more, she's a lot better at finding that kind of stuff. The other two, I'm still a little on the fence about the other two. One of them is supposed to be more of like a knight turned mercenary. He might end up just being able to take more damage. In general, I'm a little undecided on him, to be honest. I'm also a little undecided on the fourth character. I have a few ideas about him as well that I'm trying to figure out. But, yeah, so there are going to be, they are going to have like different passives and stuff. They're all going to have different starting worlds, and their stories are going to be slightly different. But I don't know that I'm necessarily going to have like a, set in stone, like this is, like, here's the story, kind of shove it in your face. I'm thinking I'll probably do something more like, there's a general story. I'll leave little clues in here, here and there about their past lives and everything going on. And if you want to, you can look into that lore. I might end up leaning into that because I don't want to force players to have to follow the story, but yeah. Just imagine him picking up a rock and tossing it. Well, I'm a little undecided about the first level. The first level is either going to be a large cityscape, which rocks will be found there, or it's going to be more of like a backrooms office environment. If it's a backrooms office environment, I actually want to have the enemies be like managers and coworkers and the CEO and things like that, as part of the first level. And then he can kind of chuck like computer mice or keyboards or laptops or monitors at them. Just kind of random goofy stuff. But yeah, if I do end up doing a cityscape, rocks will be one of them. He might even be able to toss rocks anyways, because once I have the multiplayer stuff going, my thought right now for the multiplayer is that it's going to choose at random one of the players' characters as the starting point. So, he might end up starting in like the medieval world because he partnered up with someone who's the mercenary, or he might end up on a space station because he partnered up with the futuristic character. All that kind of stuff. I had names for them written down. I forgot what their names were, but I had names for all of them as well. It's not super important. I don't know that I'm going to, call them all by their names in game, but I had like general names that I was calling them. Or that I was thinking about calling them at least. Server data. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. Server.at_i and then send packet.append. That is supposed to be I, not 0. Why is this one not working? Oh, this is supposed to be a vector as well now. I'm going to change this to a vector. I don't know why I still have this. Hold on. Vector string send welcome packet. Okay, so server info. So this is going to be a vector as well. Okay, and then the generate server info will need to return a vector of strings. Yeah, exactly what I was thinking. Developing backstory throughout the game, more mystery to it. Yeah, I think it's I like games that do that where the story is more of like you can look it up if you want to. I don't like forcing players to have to do things, especially in VR. I don't know that that's the best solution, you know, but yeah, I like when games do that because it to me it just makes things a lot more fun. String generated info okay, I actually want to add in one thing here. Generated info dot I think it's pushback seed equals plus. I think I can do a plus with these. How do I need to remember C++ random integer. Turns a pseudo random integral number between 0 and rand max. But is guaranteed to be at least 327,067 on any library implementation. Okay, yeah, we can do this. So equal to rand. One, two, three, 4. 5. I think actually I need to have an include for rand. To string. Will that work? Can I do a to string on an integer like that? Hold on, I need to remember. There's a way to do a cast. I think it's you do int beforehand or something like that. Yeah, like that. Okay. Int. Maybe I need to do it like this. Int seed becomes equal to rand percent 245. Seed dot to string. Does that work? Why is it opening such a small window? Yeah, shoving everything at once is not the best choice. Yeah, I agree. Definitely. I think you should do like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom challenges because that would get a lot of views if they seem to come there. That's really good. I don't know if there's very many challenges that I would want to do, to be honest. I tried doing, I almost 100% completed Breath of the Wild. The only thing that I did not do was the Korok seeds. And that's just because I couldn't bring myself to grind the, how many is it? Like several hundred Korok seeds or something like that? I think it's like 800 or 900. I was like, no, I can't bring myself to grind all those. I love this game, but that's just a bit much. Integer to string. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, is it? That's why that wasn't working. Okay. Well, on the bright side, it seems like the server's functioning. And, well, I guess I can't say it's functioning properly, but it should be functioning. And we now have the engine working again. Hooray. Okay. I'd completely forgotten what I was doing here. Oh, that's right. I was working on these. These just need to have their things constructed. So this shouldn't be too bad. All I need to do is just give all of them the correct meshes. Yeah, I know. Okay, here we go. Alright, work with me here. There we go. Alright. Excellent. Alright, let me go and open up... I think I can open up a second content browser. I'm going to open up a second one just for this. Just so I don't have to constantly be going back and forth. Alright. So, let's see here. We go down here into meshes. 1-1. Not 1-1. Tavern. It was tavern, not 1-1. Alright, so. Let's see, I think I have just the 1x1 floors, and I think that's probably what I want to do. I can find, there it is. Perfect. Look at that. It's so pretty. It works perfectly. Is this not going to line up quite correctly? Oh, it doesn't. It's just barely short. Actually, I think I can do this. Oh no, this is bound to that. Damn it. Oh, I made a mistake. Oh well. We'll do this then. Hidden in game. There we go. Okay, and then we can do this. Look at this. Ready? We take this. We do some of this. Oh, look at that. It's amazing. It's amazing. It works. All right. Let's see here for the walls. Actually, I might even have just like a Oh, it's because trying to delete that. I might be able to get away with using like one of these 4x4 walls. If I can line this up correctly. I must have made this like a weird size or something. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna expand this just a little bit. Hopefully this shouldn't break anything. I don't think it should. Try start some coding and such. Thank you. You are absolutely welcome, debater. I hope to see some of the games you make. If assuming you actually do, of course. It sounds like you do actually want to go into starting to do some coding. By the way, you don't have to like fully understand coding and stuff. Like if you want to just do like modeling or something like that, there's people who've made games just doing modeling and things like that. And hello, Dragon Ball Hunter. Hope you're doing well. Okay, I apparently cannot shift click both of these, so we'll do this. Okay, so there's that. We can take this. There's that. And this can just kind of be slid down like this. Oh, look at that. Perfect Ivy Diglett. Stream was paused for a little bit and I got said, oh, was it? Oh, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I'm running it off of, I was trying something a little different. My stream's running off my laptop today. And the only reason I'm doing that is because I didn't want to end up crashing and having the whole stream end. By the way, does this look a little dark? It looks like it might be dark on my screen. I feel like my desktop might look a little dark. I might have to go back and double check like on this monitor because I know this. I broke the keyboard on my laptop, or I didn't break it, but it broke. So I know this screen. It seems to be a little bit darker than like this one or my old laptop did. So I don't know if it's just the screen or if there's actually something going on there. I don't have that good taste, but maybe I can start a project when I actually start learning. I mean, hey, there's nothing wrong with learning while doing, right? Yeah, it's entirely up to you, though. I personally think that it's good to learn while you're doing it. But, I mean, everybody's their own person, right? Sometimes people just don't learn that well when they're trying to do everything like that, so... All right, I'm not gonna put any bars across this. I'm actually gonna leave these alone, I think. Actually, maybe I can. Do I have... I do have some 10 by 10 beams. Actually, I don't know that the 10 by 10 beams will work. Stairs, here we go, 1 by 1 beams. This might actually work somewhat. Let me see. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Got like a weird itch on my back. Huh. Ooh. You know, how about I do this, actually? I think I have single beams I can use. Yeah, there it is. we'll do this. I'll do one right here. We'll do one. I think I might need to scoot it like halfway of what I've been. 365. Oh. 355 maybe? No, what is... How many units have I been shifting it? I think that works. Look at that. And then we can grab all 3 of these. Okay, apparently I cannot. I thought I could. Never mind. Cool. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I do need to do more of the shorts, I think. I enjoy doing those. Those are pretty fun, actually. Also, James Mack, I already know what you're trying to do. I think I saw you try to do that earlier. And thank you, Debater. I already saw what he was trying to do. All right, there's that one. All right, we got one of those done now. Now we got to work on the next. All right, so this one is, I'm calling it the plug. Hidden game. Perfect. Okay, so for this, it's basically going to end up looking a little something. Okay, it does fit perfectly. Awesome. So we can just take that, shift this over. Tavern floor, there's the 1x1. Okay, this needs to come forward just a smidge. Ooh. Oh, it attached itself to it. Oh. If anything, I wanted you attached the other way. Okay, and then just one more right above. Awesome, just like that. All right, next one. Let me actually save these real quick. I want to make sure they're all good. Okay. All right, so next we got room 01. So this one should be pretty simple. All we're gonna do, I think that's the ceiling beams. Here's the floor. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, position this right on over here in the corner there. I also need to make sure that this is hidden. Perfect. Awesome. So now for this, we can go and grab this. I'm gonna move this up. Just shift it right on over here to this corner. All right, now we need doors in all these corners, or not corners, but the sides here. Oh, I made this a bit tall. Actually, that might actually work out for the better. Actually, let me do this real quick. Let me position these, and then I can use all of them to kind of eyeball it. I do need to fix these. I keep forgetting that one side, the normals aren't correct. So I need to fix this too at some point. I don't know why I flipped these around, actually. Now I'm thinking about it, they're the same on both sides. Or at least they will be. Okay, there's that. Then, let me see, I think... Oh. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I accidentally opened it. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so I think I might be able to do something a little like this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to scale this up a little bit. It's alright, no one will know. Don't say anything, alright? I don't know how, but somehow I didn't size these quite correctly. I might even end up going back and just kind of fixing up the sizing so that way they're a little bit correct. I'm not going to worry about putting the beams on all of them right now. I'm not going to lie, I'm a bit concerned about how performance might end up turning out. So I do also need to make sure that the performance is going to be pretty decent. So I think I'm going to hold off on putting the beams on all of them until I check that. See how all this ends up turning out. All right. Next one. Oh yeah, this is the 2-story one. I had forgotten about this one. Oh, I might be able to copy all these actually. And get this working all correctly. Oh yeah. Nice. Ooh, actually, that's off a bit. I don't know how, but it is. Weird. Okay, and then here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this. So apparently all these were attached to each other. Okay, so still a bit too tall. I don't know how, but somehow I ended up like massively overshooting these sizes. Actually, I can do this. Hold on. If I just grab all of these. V. I can bring all of these up. Close that. Drop that in there. This might cause a bit of a lag. What am I making? These are all the different rooms and stuff that are going to be in the dungeon generator. So I'm just kind of assembling it. It's not anything big right now. It's just literally assembling everything. Please work. I don't want to remake the second floor. It's gonna freeze for a second. So yeah, I'm basically just assembling the different rooms and stuff so that way they look a little bit bright. What I will probably end up doing, probably during next stream, or maybe I'll end up doing it throughout the week, is I'm gonna start adding in things like making sure that enemies spawn, making sure that any loot crates spawn, although I'm not going to have them spawn anything yet, just the loot crates themselves are going to spawn. Any interior elements, so like if there's supposed to be a second floor, then that second floor will spawn in. Any sort of tables, chairs, things like that. I need to basically set up so that way each level will have like its own, will have like a possible configuration that it can spawn. And so I do need to do that at some point. And this really doesn't want to keep going, doesn't it? Oh, it's doing something. My computer's starting to lag out. I have seen all the memories in Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom was a pretty good game. I like the Zelda games. That's not working well enough for me to see what time it is. Oh, and now my computer's frozen. Oh, it's picking up slowly. All this because I tried to change the static mesh. Feel like I should get more viewers? Well, I appreciate that. Hello, Netis. Or is that Netis? I'm saying Netis. I hope I'm not saying that incorrectly. How you doing today? Just kind of waiting for that to catch up. Assuming it does. I'm watching for like the little circle up in the bottom left where it says variables locals, because that starts spinning as things start loading. Oh, well, that's a new one. Let's go and reopen that. I'm just gonna have to re-put it together. I hope I did not just crash the project again. If this crashes the project again, I'm gonna be so mad right now. Okay, there we go. Okay. Let's see. Can I reopen the project just as it was? Let me first make sure real quick. Processes. There's... Oh, not HTOP. I want to open up the system monitor. System monitor. Unreal. There is Unreal Editor going. That's interesting. Memory is NA. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Huh. That is interesting. I have never seen memory, disk read total, disk write total, disk read, and disk write are all NA. It just doesn't know what it's doing anymore. Alright, we're gonna see if this opens up again. I'm hoping it will. Oh, it looks like it will. I was almost all the way done too. I've gotten quite a few of the rooms done. I only have, I think, like 8 of them right now. I only have like 8 rooms that I'm using altogether. There's... Huh. Give me 1 second. I didn't even do anything yet. Did Unreal Engine just crash GNOME? I have seen Unreal Engine do a lot of weird things. I've never seen it crash GNOME. In all fairness, though, I think I still like that better than Windows, because Windows would just blue screen on you. Alright, let's go and close that. Alright. System monitor. Let's go ahead. Let me check this real quick. Okay, so Unreal's not open anymore, from what I can tell. So I think it literally just reset my whole computer right now. Alright. Well, that's a first. Okay, we're gonna see if this still works alright. Hopefully it does. I know, it's fascinating how fast time flies, doesn't it? I was hoping to just kind of finish up the rooms I was doing. I think I'm probably going to end up finishing up the rooms and then going ahead and end the stream. So I'll be honest, I'm starting to get a little tired from this. Yeah, I'm going to have to test this server, and I'm going to have to package this up for the quest here in a little bit. Hey, it's working again. Okay, here we go. We are back. It is all working again. All right. Oh, it actually saved the second floor. Hold on, I'm probably gonna have to hit F5 right now. I think it actually saved the second floor right now. I'm not gonna have to completely redo it. Oh, maybe I will. It's not letting me do anything again. Why? Oh, I can't even. Console. We're gonna reboot this right now. Okay. There it is. Okay. We're gonna see if this ends up crashing again after this. What the heck? Just to make sure real quick. Safety push is what I'm gonna call this. Wait, what? No. Oh no. Don't tell me. Oh, it's running. Why is it not working? Hold on. Was it just a temporary thing? Okay, it was a temporary thing. Oh, I was about to be so disappointed right now. All right. Let's see. Fingers crossed, no crashing this time. Hopefully, I'll be able to just finish off those rooms and be all good. How do you evolve Vulpix? I do not know. That sounds like a Google answer because I don't know enough about Vulpix and Pokemon to know. So level 60? Dang. Pretty big. All right, let's see here. Okay. Third time's a charm. Let's see here. Let me try opening a different one this time. Let's see, I'm not using either of these two. So we'll open this one. Fingers crossed it works. The legendary Pokemon is at level 76. Dang. It's impressive. Okay, there's that. Okay, good. My computer just need a reboot. All right. There we go. Okay. Let me, real quick, I'm gonna open this up. Let me see if I still gotta do this one. Looks like I may. Okay. We will do this. Let me see here. Close that. Meshes. Tavern. And we'll go and pop down a few of these bad boys. That's not right. There we go. That's right. Just a little bit more in. Ooh, there. There we go. Now we can copy all this and just bring it with us into the next one. Okay, so let's see. We got this one. I think. Yep. Cool. So we can go and bring this one across. This one forward a tad. Okay, I guess not. Maybe it doesn't need to be moved in a 5 unit. Yep, that's what needed. Awesome. All right. So, with this one needs to be deleted. Ooh. Let's unparent this real quick. So this needs to be brought down. And that doorway can be deleted. Perfect. Then we can delete the rest of these. I don't know why I had an extra one. Whoa, wait. Did I have extra ones all over the place? What the heck happened? Okay. Then this needs to be hidden. We grab this and just bring it straight down. So we just rest right on top there. Beautiful. It is magnificent. Save. It doesn't need to be compiled, but sure. Let me make sure all this is saved because I don't feel like coming back and finding that it didn't work. All right, there we go. All right. Let's see here. This is the room base. We're not using that one. The room end, however, we are. Okay, perfect. There's that one. Do I have a Fortnite account? I do have a Fortnite account, yes. I don't play Fortnite super often, but I do have one. Besides, you kind of need, that's tied to your Epic Games account. You kind of need an Epic Games account to do Unreal Engine stuff. So that's kind of not a choice. was it just not meeting? I think it just wasn't meeting. There's that. Compile, save. Perfect. Let's see. I don't think... Was I using the all room still? Might have to double check. Let's see. We got this straight through, though. Three, four. Copy all these ones. Those in there. I don't know how all these were so far off of one another. Okay, so let's see. So this one needs to be deleted. And then this needs to be brought forward. Here, grab this, make sure that this is hidden in game, save, compile, save. Let's see, okay, so T room and turn room. Let me check real quick, where is my 1-1? There it is. So if I recall, oh, do I need to change this one? It looks like it's using the, dungeon one. I'll have to check that in a second. Two floor, three exit, straight through turn room. Okay, so I am using the turn room. And apparently I've done a bunch of the rooms that I didn't even need to. See, this one looks like it's gotta go. No. Hold on. Oh, wait, it's just one. Okay. I think it's just one, right? Yeah, it is just one. Okay, and then this one needs to be swapped out. Base. Actually, I might have a better idea for this. If I go to room end, I can grab this. Oh. Excuse me. Give me 1 second real quick. Hold on. Have I been muted this whole time? Have I just been talking to myself this whole time? I did not realize I was muted. Okay, I'll go through the spiel again, I guess. I'm gonna be ending off the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I hope you guys have a good day, evening, afternoon, wherever you guys are from. And I hope that by this time next week, I should finally have like the play testing or, you know, whatever I'm doing going on. You know, I'm planning on having that play testing going on by the end of next week. So I just need that page, which just needs screenshots and videos. So hopefully that'll all work by next week. So yeah, hopefully you guys will be able to play by next week. And so I think that's what I had said over my previous spiel. I feel like I said a lot better the first time. So thank you, by the way, James, for letting me know that I was muted. So I'll be streaming again next week if you guys want to join back in. And yeah, hope you guys have a good day. And I'll see you guys next week, all right? You guys have a good one.